For more on how China is enhancing supply chains on a global scale, let's turn to Liu Baocheng. He's director of the Center for International Business Ethics. I mean, the expo kind of illustrates just how important global supply chains are to China. Can you talk about the importance of them when it comes to China's economy?
Well, China is there to experience a massive transformation in its industrial structure. And given the Chinese might in terms of manufacturing capacity, which really occupies more than 30% of the whole world output, and also that we supply nearly 20% of the entire manufactured goods to the whole world, and China is really in the right position to make this great event so that the supply chain can be better connected, because the supply chain nowadays, where China is also playing a role in it, is facing a number of challenges in terms of the geographical confrontation, in terms of the reshaping of the global supply chain with some of the political maneuverability behind it. And now China is going to tell the whole world a message that China remains open and China continues to play an important role, and China is there to support the integration of global supply chain by not only opening the market, but also by upgrading its technological content with its manufacturing industries.
Well, I'm not telling you something you don't already know. I mean, there's all this talk in the West about decoupling, but HSBC Bank just wrapped up this survey. It shows 45% of firms predict that they will actually expand their supply chains in China in the next year or so. That indicates from a business strategy that decoupling may not be in their best interest. I mean, it's not something you can do overnight, and if they've already invested in China, they want to stay there, right?
Well, yes, because businesses, they look at the return on investment anyway by comparing the market conditions in different countries. And now China's unique advantage can hardly be replaced by some alternative countries. Yes, there has been relocation of some of the low-end manufacturing industry, be it labor-intensive or be it the big consumption of the energies, etc. And this is really there to really help to actually reshape the Chinese position in the entire global supply chain. And on the China side, because President Xi is calling the whole nation to really to go for high quality development, which means that more of the labor intensive or resource intensive industries will be more and more either to move to the west and middle part of China, and also they are there to move to Vietnam, to Cambodia, to Myanmar, etc., so that we have a better space to accommodate the high-end manufacturing in terms of the digitization, in terms of the green transition. So therefore, this is really a reshaping rather than decoupling or de-risking that is proposed by a number of politicians overseas.
And you talked about China's advantage. Another example of that, it just can be seen in the attendance at this supply chain expo. They're household names. I mean, we see people like Apple, Tesla, Amazon, about 20% or more of the firms exhibiting there are foreign firms. I guess this demonstrates just how competitive China is when it comes to supply chains, right?
Exactly. I think one is due to the big consumption power and rising middle class, and no multinational companies can really afford to totally exit this market. And the other is the Chinese industrial policy, which continue to support the private firms to team up in the industrial cluster in which foreign companies can really participate and benefit from the ecosystem that is already being shaped. And the other is the infrastructure, which is really on continuous improvement, which is there to reduce the cost of doing business in China and also to promote the efficiency. And then, as Premier Li mentioned, that China is also there to help to streamline some of the soft part for logistics, for example, to streamline the custom clearance procedures and the quarantine and the inspection procedures, etc. So therefore, on the business calculation, and this is continuing to be more attractive. And plus, that was more of the technological innovation, and China is there to beef up more of the added value, and together with the multinationals. So now they really team up as a big cluster to work together, and foreign companies are also highly welcomed to participate in this new drive.
Liu Baocheng, thanks so much for your insights. Appreciate it.